Hi guys and welcome back. In this video we're going to learn about arguments and parameters, which we can use to make our functions generic so that we can use them with multiple different pieces of data. Let's say you've got a car dictionary that contains some information about a car, such as the make, model, the mileage, and the total amount of fuel it has consumed over its lifetime. You can calculate the miles per gallon, which I know is quite a British thing to be calculating, as the mileage of the car divided by the total amount of fuel consumed. Let's imagine that this is a unit in gallons. You can also get the name of the car as the make and the model. So I'm going to create a F string with the make and the model. Finally, we can print something like this car does this number of miles per gallon. If we run this program, you'll see that there's nothing new here. You get Ford Fiesta does 50.0 miles per gallon, and that's all well and good. You know, you can actually put this into a function if you wanted to call this specific code many times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a def statement such as calculate mpg and the colon, and what this does again is it creates a new function called calculate underscore mpg, then the two brackets at the end, the colon, and all the code inside the body has to be indented. So I'm pressing the tab key when I select all of these lines, and that's going to indent them all. It's going to add 4 spaces in front of each line. Now that we've got that, we can call this function so that it will run. So by pressing run now, the same exact thing will show up because we haven't really changed anything. All we've done is we've put this into a function and then we've called the function which runs the code. So it's the same as before, but a little bit longer because we now have to create the function. If all you wanted to do was this, you don't need a function for it. So we're going to make this function a little bit better. We're going to change this function so that it doesn't always use this data. We're going to change it so that it can use any arbitrary piece of data that we pass to it, given that it has this structure. So I'm going to take this car out of the function, and I'm going to put it on top here. Let's say that. I'm going to make sure to unindent it so it's all good. Now, if we run this again, this will still work. And that is because when you go into the function, and you try to access the car variable, notice that it's not defined inside the function. So Python realizes that maybe it's defined outside the function. So it goes looking to the next block, which is the main application. And it can find the variable there, so it uses that. So that's all well and good. This still works. But once again, we're limited by always using the variable out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put something inside the brackets. We're going to put is car to calculate. And then inside the function, we're going to use this variable name instead of car. So I'm just going to